Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. I'm out here at this beautiful prep school, Marianapolis Prep School in Thompson, Connecticut. And I guess as a senior prank last night, some kids came and egged this glass on this gymnasium and egged the door. I've never done egg removal before, so I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna just hit it with house wash and see what comes down. This has only been here like overnight, so I'm thinking some good dwell, I should be able to get it all to come down. And let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna start by getting everything wet. This thing really flows. It's very clear to see how well it flows on this clear glass here. Put up a nice volume of water. All right, now I'm gonna try to soak the crap out of it. A couple times maybe, whatever I gotta do. I'm not getting on a ladder here. Okay, I said I wasn't going on a ladder, but I did. I went up there with my little soft green brush right there on the extension pole, and I got the sticky stuff, rubbed it, and then I shot it again with just Eliminator. I turned everything else off on the proportioner except the soap, opened it all the way up, and I hit it twice with soap now. Still doesn't all want to come down, so I'm going up there in a few minutes with the X-Jet, and I'm gonna give those areas that don't want to come down a little bit of influence and see what we wind up with. All right, we're set up on the other side, and we got much less on this one. It's not way up high, it's only on this bottom window, but you can see pretty good on there. I already wet it one time. I'm gonna soap it in a moment, and then I'm gonna hit it with that green brush and give it one more rinse, and we should be good. And all I'm doing is downstreaming Eliminator, straight Eliminator, well, diluted Eliminator, but I only have the soap open on my proportioner. All right, there we go, all wrapped up, all done. Glass came out beautiful. They're very happy with it. Got paid. Got to do this work on this beautiful preparatory school today. All these athletic fields behind me, and just a beautiful place to spend a few hours today. Actually, I wasn't even here that long. 1 hour. I got this today off of Google My Business, my GMB page. So you Google power washing near me, I came up #1 and got the call, free. So if you don't have a GMB page, get it going. It's a little clunky to get it going, but once it's going and you get a few reviews, you start showing up in the search and you get jobs for free. So, all right, you guys, have a good day. Talk to you soon. All right, I'm at home now, and I got a couple things I need to do, and one of them is clean the back of this truck. This thing's filthy. I've been running it hard, putting it away wet like I usually do. I got a big job coming up tomorrow in a nice neighborhood, and I want this thing to look sharper for tomorrow. So I'm going to rinse some things down, and in doing that, I'm gonna do my flow test that I've been wanting to do. I've got my 15-gallon jug out right here. It's nice and clean. And I'm going to be doing some testing on the bypass injector, the downstreaming bypass. I'm going to see what I actually get for flow wide open, and what I get for flow running through the injector, so I can put a number on what it is. Then I think I'm also going to do a draw test to see with the Super Sudsucker what % I may be getting at the tip and what I'm actually controlling on here, because I've been kind of guessing on all of those things. And it's beautiful out right now, so let's do that. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to know is how much flow I'm getting through the injector. So I turn the SH off and the soap off on my proportioner, turn the water on full. So I'm drawing just water through the injector, so I'm not wasting chemical. And that's how I'm gonna be rinsing the injector. Also, moving forward, I'm gonna try to remember to do that on occasion, so I get my injector rinsed. So my first test is bypassed through the injector, drawing water. I got my 15-gallon jug set up right here. I got the M5 on here, which is my soaper tip, wide open. And we're gonna time it on the watch here. So I'm gonna get this in here. And we're gonna start here in a second. gonna start on the 4. I'm gonna fill it up. Two and a half in about 20 seconds. So that's why I'm real interested to see what this thing's actually putting out. I know it's putting out a lot of water. I'm over 3 gallons. Here we go, 10 more seconds. All right, let's see what we got. That says 6 right there. 6 gallons. So that's nice. It's a little bit foamy to me, but 6 gallons. So let's see what we get turning it off. So I'm looking at this again. I don't know if you can see this on here, but there's two layers. So we've got the water and then about 1.5 inches of foam. So I think this is pretty accurate. See, the water line there is just over 6. And then I got foam up to here. So what I think I'm seeing from the top is just the head on this, and this is pretty well settled. So I'm gonna dump this out and we'll try a test with the injector bypass. Okay, rinse mode, bypassing the injector. So straight flow, no restriction through this, coming straight through here. M5 wide open. I'm real curious about this one. I'm gonna start on the 4 again, just like we did last time. Gallons already, a little less than 20 seconds. I'm a little over 3 gallons at the 30-second mark, so I'm going to be surprised if there's not a difference here. I might have to do the injector test again. Here we go. 5 seconds. There we go, dude. Same thing. Just over 6. Wow. I got no difference at all in that. None. Well, let me try turning the flow off on the downstream injector completely and see what I got. Okay, so we're running again through the injector, but I have all of the chem line, water line, soap line, everything turned off. So that injector is drawing no fluid, but we are rinsing through the restriction. So let's see what we get for flow there. So we'll start on the 4 again. I'm not complaining about 6 gallons a minute. In any mode, I really don't care. I'm just curious. This thing's performing better than I thought it was. I knew I was getting good flow, but I didn't think I was getting 6 gallons a minute. It's a 5.5 gallons per minute. 3,500 PSI pump on a GX 390. We're putting out 6 gallons a minute out of a 100-gallon bunker tank right now, with 1-inch hose from the tank to the machine. All right, we got 12 more seconds. Cruising right along. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let me take that out. Turn this tank a little bit. I'm gonna have to let that settle a little bit. We'll come back to that in just a sec. All right, I moved this tank to a little bit flatter area in my barn. And I've got, I would say that's exactly 5.5 gallons right there. Okay, there's the 3 and there's the 6. So we'll call that 5.5. That is through the injector without the injector drawing anything. So just the restriction of the injector. And I'm still getting 5.5, which is what this thing is rated for. So now I'm gonna do this again with the FlowPro wide open, not through the injector. And then I'm gonna bring it in here and put it right in the same spot on this concrete floor, which is a little bit flatter. Okay, we're on rinse mode. Put the bucket in here now. All right. We're gonna start on the 8 this time. It feels different in the gun. It feels like it's more flow. I've been convinced this whole time that it's more flow, like dramatically more flow. It just feels different at the gun. I guess maybe it's the pressure build up a little bit. I don't know. All right, so that is 3 gallons right there. And we're exactly at the 30-second mark. So I think it's gonna be 6 through the FlowPro. So let's see. Cruising. Catching that 6 quick. All right, here we go. Stop on the 8. All right. We are right on 6. Maybe just a little bit of a hair under. So not a huge difference, half gallon different in flow, but roughly 6 gallons a minute out of my 5.5 is sweet. I'll take it. All right, so this next very high-tech test I'm gonna do is finding out how much that Sudsucker draws. I wanna know what the max is on it. I can't really figure out a good way to do it through the proportional right now without changing up the plumbing on my drop stick, and I've got a big job tomorrow and I'm not gonna mess with that and cause myself an issue that's gonna make me run around more than I want to today. So I put a hose right directly on the injector, right into 1 gallon of water in this windshield washer container. Okay, my downstreamer is on. I'm going to use the soaper on the soaper on the M5 here. And we're going to time it and see what we get. Let me just switch hands real quick. Okay. Let's start on the 2. Okay, and I can hear my downstream working. I can see that going down. So we're going to draw that till it's empty. Then we're going to measure what we have in here. It should give me a pretty good ratio. So we'll come back to that in just a second. Okay, so my downstream jug is empty. and I've moved my bucket up into the flat area, let it settle down for a minute, and I didn't get any results today that I expected. I thought every one of these numbers was going to be different than it actually is. I have just about 11 gallons in there, maybe just a hair more. So that's an honest 10 to 1 if I got 1 gallon of downstream draw in there to 10 gallons of water. So that's an honest 10 to 1, 10%. So I would say that with the fresh shock that I'm getting in these 55-gallon drums, this stuff's not been sitting around. This stuff comes directly from the manufacturer, Agrochem in New York. They make it and ship it to me within a few days. And it's noticeably hotter for me than what I get from the pool store. So I'm guessing it's probably actually 12.5, if not slightly more. So with my proportioner wide open here with SH all the way on, I think the best, hottest mix I'm putting on the house is 1.25. So I've been cutting this in half and getting good results. So I'm definitely shooting under 1% here, where I thought this was 1%. This is probably more like 0.6 or 0.7, somewhere in that range, which still does a pretty decent job cleaning. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do a draw test through the proportioner to more accurately determine, but what I have determined here is the max this thing is doing is 10 to 1, so it doesn't even really matter what the proportion is doing. This thing isn't putting out what I thought it was. I thought I was drawing like 2%, where I'm not. I've got an honest 10 to 1 here. So I've got a couple other injectors I may throw in and give them a try. Just don't have any time for that today. So I guess the lesson in today's experiment is to do your draw testing, do your flow testing, because you're probably not, if you haven't, you're probably not doing what you think you're doing, more or less. So give it a try, and I'll be back tomorrow. I've got a nice big house wash tomorrow and a roof cleaning, and I'll have Quinn on the job. So talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm out here running some errands, about to go pick up Ruby from the vet. Got her spayed today. She came from a rescue and she was not spayed, but I wanted to say the support from yesterday's video about Patrick's illness. I got like 150 people commented on that video yesterday, and I just appreciate it so much. I can't even believe how much support and how many cool people I've met through this channel in this industry. There's a lot of really, really good guys out there, and I really appreciate everybody's support and understanding, and thank you very much. And you know, I can't go through and comment on every single person individually, so I want to make a little, you know, part of the video here where I say thank you very, very much. It's deeply, deeply appreciated, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.